I think it was called a chili dog.
The evil Dr. Eggman is at it again.
Dude, the
Play
first
Sonic,
time-
Tails, and Knuckles to save the world, or team up with a friend in co-op mode. Use all new moves as mighty the Armadillo. What? And Ray the Flying Squirrel. Who are
Yeah,
these?
you've never.
Well, how's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Matt.
Welcome to another reaction review for
Nothing.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not Burger King the chili dog.
I would like to give a nice throwback to our
You tried.
not dead but on a hiatus LCR minis, our most popular one where we talked about
yes.
upcoming 2019 movies.
Yes.
Spoiler alert: Sonic was supposed to come out in 2019. What, December?
No, I think it was November.
Dang.
Definitely fall.
And I gave that movie a predicted F.
That was before
The redesign.
the redesign. So, and watching this movie, there were moments where I kind of remember that of the original Sonic, and I'm like, I could not imagine watching this
Right?
movie.
I remember when we first got the poster and it was just like, everybody was like, why are his legs so long?
Yeah.
And we're all just like,
Why does he
no.
have more calf muscle than me?
It's just,
Why?
how did they approve that? I'm just saying, there's nightmare fuel shit right
His
there.
teeth.
Honestly, looking at this, I'm just like, what did it look like before? Because I'm pretty sure my mind was just like, we don't talk about that.
Right.
We don't need to
It's just-
think about that. We
it's
don't
kind of
need
like-
to remember it.
Yeah, we kind of blocked it out of our memory, but
Yeah.
And now that we see this, it's like, what? I can't imagine anything else. Like you said, like this feels like it was Sonic from the get-go.
Mhm.
Like this just should have been. He's so cute. He's adorable. It's not a spoiler because you see it in one of the trailers when he poofs and he's all poofy and his hair just kind of like
that was.
so cute.
So, what do we think?
I really enjoyed it. I have a superior bias.
Yeah, this guy was.
You don't say. You don't say.
Are you like, we haven't done? I'm not wearing anything else. Sonic.
90% of
related.
the stuff up here is you.
That's Sonic related.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, the movies are mine.
I have 3 Sonic things up there.
No, you got. Hold on.
4.
Matt's got 1. I got all the movies.
That's less than 90%.
Which is a crime for myself
I said
because
90%
you
all
can
the
see my
Sonic
Jim
stuff.
Carrey movies are Horton Hears a Who,
80%.
Howard Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas,
Howard the Grinch.
and Yes Man. Arguably, 2 of those are his worst movies ever. So
We're in I just kind of
Yes Man was just disappointing.
yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
but yeah. So I think we were all on the same page that I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I kind of talked about it it's not really a video game movie. It's
Yeah.
just taking video game characters and putting it in the real world.
Yeah, there's nothing in this that's a video game story element.
Yeah, originally I said it was really good for a video game movie, but then Andrew was like, well, because it's set on Earth and they just kind of use the characters, I'm like, fuck, you're kind of right. This isn't really a video game movie. They just use the characters, but nevertheless,
Still
It
gonna
was still
say
really good.
it's the best video game movie. Without
Yeah.
technicality.
Just waiting for
Mhm.
new Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
and hopefully that could be good.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Detective Pikachu was still fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Still good.
I mean, Angry Birds.
Oh yeah. That was good.
Honestly, yeah, okay, yeah.
Angry Birds.
Yeah.
is
But,
the
like,
best
as
video
far
game
as, like,
movie.
But also, to
True.
be fair, there's no story in Angry Birds.
No.
This,
But,
this is
kind
probably
of-
the biggest character out of a game that we've received a full-fledged movie about.
and successful.
Yeah.
Mario is not good. The Mortal Kombat's arguably.
It's so bad, it's good.
I don't think I've seen Mario.
The Mortal Kombat's they're
The first one was
cult
good, I
kind of
think.
movies.
Yeah,
Like,
but
but,
they're
like-
not great.
No, this is definitely the first one where you can be the same with Detective Pikachu. Where you're
Mhm.
oh okay, they did it and they did it well.
Right.
Um,
But it is crazy this is one of the first legacy titles. Or one of the last ones to finally get a movie. We got our Super Mario Bros. Movie, Mortal Kombat ones. And honestly, I'm surprised there wasn't a Sonic movie in the 90s when he was at
Dude, I'm
peak.
saying this that's why
popularity.
they brought Jim Carrey on, because they were just we just have to try to capture the 90s now with
Yeah.
modern technology and stuff.
Honestly.
I also
Dude.
love. One of you guys said that it was basically an Ace Ventura 3, but just
Yeah,
a
that's
darker side.
Of
And,
of Jim Carrey's role. Yeah.
Yeah.
He feels like a deranged Ace Ventura.
And you definitely kind of got that vibe, and I think
more
that's why he really kind of.
Oh, there's
fell into
one
this
scene
role.
where he just takes it over. He has a whole scene where he's just doing bad guy shit, and it's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Sonic he's funny, but he's more like cute funny. And then when Jim Carrey got introduced, he was like, this feels like peak Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it was almost like
it's been so long.
It was
feels
like it was like innocent funny for Sonic, like because he was just so naive. It was like, oh, that was cute and funny. But then Jim Carrey comes on and he's just destroying everybody he's on screen with. Like he's just taking over. And like where it's in the trailer where he's like, oh, like that was a good bad cop, good cop, and then he goes for the high five and like gets him to the.
He's like, you left yourself open.
But
pin yourself up against the wall.
Yeah, I would say you get literally what you see in the trailer of Sonic's world is what you get.
And Baby Sonic.
More.
I mean, barely.
Baby
though.
Sonic.
Well, yeah.
You don't really get to see the iconic like hills and stuff that much. Like it is more of just like a generic forest.
You did get your loop-de-loop though.
Yeah, you got one loop-de-loop, and you got to see the one
Bridge crumble.
Yeah, crumble. But literally the rest of the movie takes place on Earth, which is my biggest gripe.
And we get thrown into some very retconned, totally made up lore.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about it as its own interpretation, it's okay. You see some familiar characters from Sonic Adventure 1, and then a brand new character, and it's like, okay, sure.
But overall, it was enjoyable. There were definitely some jokes that didn't land.
A lot of fart jokes.
Yeah, there was definitely
This is a kid's
one where I
movie.
was like, that was not for me. And then we had a very interesting crowd.
Yeah. The people next to you were very vocal.
They were pretty funny.
And then there was like a group
Jojo,
of like five. There was like a group of like 5 people, like a few rows below us.
They did one moment, I don't think you understood what I said, but during the Scooby-Doo trailer, he was like, what's his first name? Scooby, middle name, Doobie, last name. And the chick was like, Do. It's like, so stupid. Wait.
Oh.
No, we'll be fine.
Okay. I was like, we're only going to be like another minute or two. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you go see this, I think you're going to have a good time. It is a kid's movie, but if you love Sonic, if you love Jim Carrey, go see it.
The blue blur.
Also, there is a end credit scene.
Too.
Yeah.
Like to the very, very end of the credits.
Yeah. And you will be surprised, and you are going to hope this makes money, so they will make a sequel.
It's got to. I mean, wait. I forgot the company
went bankrupt making this movie. So
it's what's going to happen? Are we going to get a new company if there's a sequel, or are they going to buy them back?
I think that going bankrupt isn't always a bad thing. I think it's just sometimes it's a strategic business decision.
Because they could like hire those employees or buy the studio.
This movie
and
comes
bring it
out,
back.
does really well for the weekend, and they use that profit, reinvest it into the company. Boom, they're back in business.
Like I could see Paramount just being greedy. And it's like, no, this money's coming back to us.
I feel like the reason that they went bankrupt is because they were just like, okay, we've got a short amount of time. We're gonna have to work you guys overtime. We're gonna compensate you, and it kind of just fell through.
Nobody told you no that this was a monster of a design.
Dude, they're the real heroes here because that changed this movie for the greater.
Yeah, this
Much
movie would have
greater.
been like the new Cats if it came out with that
Honestly,
awful,
horrendous
I really
design.
hope
Yeah.
that people do go and support this after bitching about his design. Granted, it was a terrible design. We needed to bitch. Thankfully, they heard us and they.
And just for that, the fact that they heard us and they changed it, it's like, okay, then go see it.
But they're just like, we're going to need like a couple months. And we're just like, yeah, okay, we get it. This thing doesn't happen overnight. You have to redo an entire fucking movie. But for the love of God, people, go see this movie. It's good, but you got to show your support.
I remember Jim Carrey's hot take. He was like, I don't like the fact that the internet has that much power to change a studio's mind. And I get it. In the worst case scenario, that could be a bad thing. But in this case, it was much needed. That the internet's outrage needed to change this movie.
There's some great product placement, dude. There's some great product placement. But yeah.
I wasn't disappointed with the love story. I thought it was going to be very hammy.
Yeah, it was fine.
And this movie is coming out on Valentine's Day, so it would make sense that it was like, oh, this B story. It's like, no, it's not really that big as I thought it would be. But it's nice. The human characters were fine, besides Jim Carrey. James Marsden, he was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed it if it was just Jim Carrey and Sonic characters, but
hopefully in the sequel.
or later on.
Grade. What are we giving it?
I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna go A.
There you
I'm not gonna go too high with A+, but this is the comeback movie of the past year. From going from an F to an A in my book. Amazing.
Based off the trailer, now seeing it.
Yeah.
Like a B.
Yeah.
B minus probably for me.
Yeah, for us, we don't really know a whole lot about the lore. Like, we kind of played a couple games, but
God, we had a
But
great
even,
nostalgia trip when we were eating.
I was gonna say like, though like that's like a kind of more of a disadvantage is that like, if you're a huge Sonic fan, like it's really just Sonic in a Earth world.
and I was kind of hoping that we would have gotten like some glimpse at like the Chaos Emeralds or something.
So if anything, that's like the most disappointment is that like it just kind of just forgets about the lore and just throws a character into Earth.
It would have been cool if they went like the Sonic X route, because same thing happens in Sonic X where Sonic takes the emeralds. Spoilers for Sonic X for 4Kids. He gets teleported to Earth from the Chaos Emeralds, and all his friends like come with him. So it's like Sonic and friends on Earth.
Yeah,
what if
it was everybody? Yeah, like what if you just got
But
thrown
also,
everybody in?
Eggman came with him as well. Eggman isn't from Earth. He's from Morbius. He's from Sonic's world.
Which is like, and I guess like I see like this is definitely like an origin of Dr. Robotnik. Like we find out how he turns into like Eggman. But
My
like,
friends call me Rob.
But like, why did we need that really? Why couldn't he already just be what he ends up being at the end of the movie?
It was cool seeing it though, because you see in that first trailer when he gets the iconic look.
Yeah.
But it was cool seeing his first design with the curled mustache and the goggles.
Yeah.
How do those goggles stay on his face?
Any final thoughts?
Go see this movie, guys. Sega, you know what you need to do. Remaster Sonic's 1 and 2. Adventure
Also,
1
the
and 2.
Sega opening production. Nice.
Yeah, that was really
That was really nice. I kind of want to just pause it and look at all the games.
Yeah.
That spell it out.
Are they going to try to make more movies? With
I
different properties?
hope so. I mean,
Valkyrie Chronicles could be easy, but that's not that big of a franchise. They would just be war movies,
yeah.
but fun steampunky movies. Crazy Taxi? The movie?
I don't know. Sure.
You know Crazy Taxi?
I think so.
It's Simpsons Hit and Run before Simpsons Hit and Run.
I love Simpsons Hit and Run.
That
needs to be remastered.
Before they
Whoever made that. Disney, listen to me. Anyways, guys, look out for our spoiler in-depth conversation on the podcast next week with some news.
Also, by the time this video drops, we'll have finished what we will be doing tonight, which is streaming.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
And hopefully we
will be streaming more in the future. Twitch.tv/AdamEvoPlays.
We are 2 subs away from 900 at this very moment.
This video drops.
Just tell your grandma.
We love you guys.
Just be like, hey, grandma, I know you don't know how to use YouTube, but you got a Google account, so let me just sign in for you real quick and just
Hey, Grandma, are you 13 plus? Are you ages 13 plus? I'll make a YouTube account for you.
If a grandma's under the age of 13, we have to have some fucking serious.
That's the joke.
Well, anyways, guys, this has been Andrew.
And Caleb.
And Matthew.
Peace. Bye.
We love you.